The maximum housing grants for build-to-order flats have just been increased to 120,000 Singapore dollars, with eligibility based on income means testing. Households with an income not exceeding 1,500 Singapore dollars can receive the maximum grant of 120,000 Singapore dollars. In stark contrast, the maximum grant for resale flats has been increased to 230,000 Singapore dollars, and there is no income means testing. The only requirement is that the household income ceiling must not exceed 14,000 Singapore dollars. For instance, households with an average monthly income of 8,501 Singapore dollars to 9,000 Singapore dollars receive only a 5,000 Singapore dollars grant for BTO flats, while those with a household income just below 14,000 Singapore dollars can receive up to 230,000 Singapore dollars in grants for resale flats. This raises an important question. Why are we providing more substantial financial assistance to, arguably, wealthier individuals to purchase more expensive resale flats, while offering less to those who may only be able to afford BTO flats? Moreover, the recently announced decrease in the loan-to-value ratio from 80% to 75% may have little impact on wealthier individuals, who can still comfortably finance their purchases. In fact, in many cases, the 5% reduction in LTV for resale buyers may be outweighed by the 40,000 Singapore dollars increase in the grant. For example, a reduction of 50,000 Singapore dollars in LTV for a loan up to 800,000 Singapore dollars may be less significant than the 40,000 Singapore dollars grant increase. This raises the question of whether this is truly a cooling measure, or if it actually benefits wealthier buyers even more. This further highlights the disparity, as those with greater financial means are less affected by such changes, making it easier for them to take advantage of the substantial grants for resale flats. Furthermore, is it fair or equitable to have public housing policies that allow wealthier individuals to buy resale flats immediately, while those with lower incomes must undergo income means testing to determine the grant amount, participate in a ballot, and potentially wait 4 to 5 years for a BTO flat? It seems that for wealthier individuals, buying a resale flat may be a straightforward decision. Qualify for up to 230,000 Singapore dollars in grants, hold the property for the minimum occupation period of 5 years, and potentially sell it for a profit. This profit would then be credited to their central provident fund accounts, along with the grant amount and accrued interest. Are there any other public housing policies worldwide that, arguably, facilitate wealthier individuals in speculating and profiting more easily, while those with lower incomes may have to remain in Housing and Development Board flats for most of their lives? These HDB flats typically decline in value after 40 years and become worthless at the end of the lease, meaning all the CPF savings and cash invested in the flat would be lost. Perhaps we should explore and consider alternative and sustainable policy changes to mitigate the rising costs of both BTO and resale HDB flats. For instance, we could gradually reduce the land cost component in the price of BTO flats, or restrict permanent residents from purchasing HDB resale flats.